Okay. This is Boncar 922. I'm seriously regretting, and I mean this, reviewing another. I'm seriously regretting it. This show, and this is episode 3 review, if you haven't guessed it yet. Possibly more disturbing when they cry. That's right. I went there. Higurashi When They Cry, as you know, when, the cicadas cry and that whole business. They had like 3 seasons of it. This show could go toe-to-toe with that one. I've never seen so... Where do I start? Where do I start with this episode? Okay, first of all, the ending took me off. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And let me just be blunt about this. All the characters in this show, all the classmates in the classroom, they act like they just came from the graveyard. Their faces are completely pale and white, like they see death beyond death. But let's get into what happened. We left off what happened last time, where she's about to take off her patch, and she takes it off, and her eye is green. And she tells him, "Oh, I have a doll's eye." Okay. I have a doll's eye. That's what she says. She goes into detail with him while they're still in this doll shop about the events of 26 years ago, where the class made believe that the girl who died actually is still alive. She's still there. Now, the premise from the title of this show is kind of what this is about. So anyway, Koichi's talking to her about it. Misaki, Misa, whatever her name, Mia, I think her name is. And then he says, he has to go, we're close to shop. And then he begins to realize, and you begin to realize as this episode goes along, that this girl he sees, she's not there. She's not there. She's not there. So he leaves the store, and back at school, he's talking to a few people about graduating, and I think it was the one who's part of the Awazawa, whatever her name is. I'm going to go to Tokyo, blah, blah, blah. Lots of bullshit talk going on and off here. That's when and I believe it's not raining at the moment. He goes upstairs. Well, that's later. So then after that whole situation, he goes home and he asks, was it? I'm not sure where it was. But anyway, as the story goes along, it's raining. After that, he goes home and he asks one of the girls in his class about the events of 26 years ago. She's like, "How do you know that?" Everyone is like shit scared of this. They won't talk about it at all. So, and everyone's, everything. And the teacher says, don't talk about it. It's a very sensitive subject, and, so on and so forth. So he leaves it at be. And then he asks, I think it's his mother's sister, his aunt, about it. And she won't go into details too much about it. Saying that his mother was part of class 3. And he goes up on the roof because he sees the girl. And then the other guy that was talking to him with that girl, I forgot his name, says to Koichi, you got to get back in. Ozawa. She's very furious. She's looking for you. So, and it's all staticky, the phone. So he goes back downstairs, and, well, it ends there. And then, while this is going on, he goes downstairs, and gets back to the classroom. When he goes home, he calls, and not really much happened in this episode, but the ending was, he goes home, and he talks to the nurse girl who's in the hospital. The nurse from the hospital. And she says, yeah, the last name was Misaki. And, not Masaki, M-I. And then he eventually, then the finals come, the test, and he takes his test, and he goes outside. Now, because of the whole thing with him asking questions, everybody's looking at him. Like, what is he doing? So he's waiting outside for the test to be over, so on and so forth. Then, the girl drops a bombshell and says, oh, that's because I don't exist. That means you're the only person that sees me. Then, when that happens, the other girl that he talked to about, I forgot her name. And it doesn't matter, I forgot her name, because I'll tell you what happens very soon to her. So she looks at him, and she sees the girl, and she's like, ah! So she grabs her umbrella, and she's running really quickly. She goes down the stairs. She trips, falls, her umbrella goes in the air. She gets stabbed with her fucking umbrella, and she's bleeding on the staircase. And that's how the episode ends. And he's like, like I said before, I'm regretting reviewing this show now. Nobody can see this girl. Except him. This girl has a... And oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, the person that died in the hospital, that was her cousin. So she's the another. That's the whole premise of the episode. Of the show, the title of the show. I mean, when she lifted the eye patch, I thought it meant, oh, we're going to see some hole in her eye or something. It was a doll's eye, green eye. I'm regretting reviewing this show. But as far as episode 3 is concerned, and you know what it's like? It's like she's killing her classmates. It's like, you better not mention it. Because if you mention it, you're gonna die. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It was so crazy. And, I mean, episode 2 wasn't that, and when he was in the room with her, and the dolls, she says, can't you feel it? They're taking something away from you. You shouldn't be here. She was never there. Yet she's there. Yet this girl saw her, Misaki, and she falls down and she gets stabbed by her umbrella. The show is going to fucking destroy me. I just know it. It was like, oh my God. It's like, when you have a story like this, and you have one character, and he's the only person who can see this girl, something's wrong. Something is definitely wrong about that. But nevertheless, I guess it was a good episode. I mean, someone dies, and oh my God. It was so ridiculous, that episode. It was just like, she gets stabbed and blood's flowing out of her. And she's like shaking, and I'm like, and the guy, Koichi, he's like grabbing his shirt, and he just, but yeah. This episode was called Bones Something, and the next one is called Flesh Something. I didn't really see the title of it. But episode 3, another. It was... Oh my god. What did I get myself into? I'm reviewing a show that is scary as shit. I'm reviewing a show that's as pervy and itchy as anything else out there. And I'm reviewing, obviously, Familiar Zero. But this another show is just, oh my god. And those eyes of hers, red and green. Daddy, those are the colors of... Stay away from me. If I was his Koichi, I'd stop. And she told him, you shouldn't really be near me. It might be too late for you. Oh, too late? What does that mean? Oh, man. That means you're dead. That's what that means. But anyway, that's the story. This will probably be the only review I do of tonight. Doesn't seem like episode 4 of these shows came out yet. So what I'll do is do this review. I will do the reviews of, let's see, High School DxD, Familiar Zero. What else? Oh, and after I see it tomorrow, Fullmetal Alchemist Sacred Star Millions. So that's how it's going to go. Okay, so this has been Bonkai 922. Holy shit, this episode fucking just... Oh my god. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like, this show has a lot of what the fuck just happened. That's what this show is, another. It is like, it is the what the fuck anime of the winter. I'm dead serious when I say that. It is the what the fuck, like what the fuck just happened. So you call it's another the what the fuck anime. See you guys later.